The new Google Ultra update is here. Let's break down everything inside the new Google Ultra update and why this might be the moment Google takes over the AI game. This includes Google Veo 3 that generates Hollywood level videos with just a text prompt and even syncs audio to the video. I'll come on to that in a second. Project Marina, a new AI agent that can browse the internet and complete real world tasks, and whether the Gemini Ultra package is worth it at $249 per month. Let's get into it. So today we're going to be running through the latest updates from the new Gemini and all the updates that literally just came out recently from the Google I/O event. It's absolutely wild what has been generated. So you can see some examples right here of, for example, this is a video I generated with Veo 3. If we open this up and we'll play it back.
Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything.
Right, the same for example for this is a dragon I generated. So you can actually sync audio to the video and you just give it a simple prompt like you can see right here. Here's another example. So this is Majestic Grateful Dead Universe Fly-Through. How crazy is that? This was an ad I generated with Veo 3. That is just one of the updates, right? You also got Stitch where you can generate UI on the front end. We have, for example, Google AI Studio, you can generate speech directly inside here. So you can see the script over here. And then if we play this back.
Where you can direct a voice, create realistic dialogue, and so much more. Edit these placeholders to get started.
Right, so you can see how we've generated speech right there. Here's another example. So this is JUULs.Google. Basically, this is an AI synchronous agent. And this can do all the coding tasks that you don't want to do. Right, it's just been released. It's kind of like a coding agent. You can tell it what to do or debug your code, etc. Notebook LM is also getting a big update. So basically what they're going to do inside Notebook LM is they're going to have a video generation option for learning. Now, we all know Notebook LM is absolutely awesome for generating, but now it's going to have a video option. Right, so this is video overviews, it's called, where basically you can turn the content of your notebook into an educational video. If you want to see an example of this, let's play it back.
All right, folks, let's do a quick rewind of our epic field trip at Pinnacles National Park and what we learned about plate tectonics. Our tour guide, Alex, described Pinnacles as this giant geological puzzle. Oh, remember this photo from the hike up? What a beautiful shot.
Bear in mind, this is all AI generated using a Notebook LM tool, right? This is what's coming out later this year. It's wild. It's more interesting than most YouTube videos.
History behind Pinnacles, as we learned, is fascinating. From 200 million years ago all the way to today. Let's review the plate boundary types. Divergent, that's when plates pull apart. Convergent.
I'm going to be honest, don't get me wrong, but this AI is better than most teachers I had at school, right? It explains things simply. It's more interesting, I can learn from this, and it's very actionable, right? It cuts out all the textbook stuff, cuts out all the boring stuff, it cuts out all the inefficiencies, and just gives you something where you can learn and focus in a really quick AI-powered way. So let's keep playing this now.
Is the opposite. It's when a plate dives beneath another. And transform is what we saw on our trip. It was a result of plates sliding horizontally. Okay, let's...
All right, so we're just at the tip of all the announcements as well, because we've got more to come. So, for example, Project Marina as well. So, Project Marina is basically a research prototype exploring the future of human-agent interaction, starting with browsers. What does that mean? That means, for example, you could find jobs and automate your job searches. You could hire someone to go and build furniture for you. You could order missing ingredients if you forget to order something off Amazon, right? And you could do this all with just one single prompt. So, it's pretty crazy. You can also get a Chrome extension as well. So what this actually does is it lets you know when a task needs attention and makes it easy to teach Project Marina new stuff to do, right? So you can actually teach it a task, which is wild. Now, if you want to see an example, this is Project Marina. You can see I've got it open. And I just said go to apple.com and it actually goes in a virtual environment to apple.com and then you can teach it new tasks directly inside there. You can also take over the screen. So it's very similar to ChatGPT operator. But it's unbelievable what you can do, right? And this has all come out this week. One single week, all these updates have come out. Like, how fast is this stuff moving? You get the idea. If we go back to Flow as well, so Flow is basically, it's like a movie creator, right? Where you can switch between scenes, you can generate videos, you can generate much longer videos than you would normally with something like Veo 3, and you can stitch them all together to make it more interesting, right? So you could create like a whole film if that makes sense. So it's wild what you can do. It's actually unbelievable at this point. We can generate scenes, we can stitch them together. I think you get about 100 generations per month. You can see this is actually a little film I was putting together earlier today. So we basically create the scene of a guy playing a violin with all these dragons. As you can see, if we open this up, it then zooms into this scene, right? And the violin's on fire as well. And then if we click on add scene, we can add more to it. So let me show you some examples. You can also switch between text to video, frames and ingredients to video as well. And then you can arrange the scenes as well, so you can switch them around like that, as you can see. So it's quite easy not just to create the video, but also to edit it and to put the scenes together and stitch them together nicely, right? And then you can even watch Flow TV. So they have a TV channel for all the stuff people are creating with Flow as well. You could even use this, for example, for generating ads. So like, for example, you can have this guy creating a video for you about your SEO agency and all the stuff you create and whatever. You don't need to hire actors anymore. You don't really need to create videos yourself anymore. You can just generate this stuff. So that's one of the things. If we go back to Stitch now as well. So Stitch, what it can do is basically AI for your UI, right? So you can say, write a few words, attach an image, and bring your front end of your app to life, right? So you can export the code for your front end. You can design, you're building with Gemini here, and it's actually completely free, right? So you can design for free using this. You can switch between mobile and web apps or designs. So for example, if we go inside here and we're like, okay, create a beautiful UI for an SEO analytics app. We'll generate the designs, test this out, see what we get back. So now it's saying like, could you please specify which scenes you'd like to create? So I'm just going to say, just create the dashboard screen. And now it's generating the UI for the front end. Now in the meantime, what we can do is we can generate media inside AI Studio. But the main thing here is we can generate speech, right? So if you have a script that you wanted to plug in, it's quite easy to do that. You can have two different speakers over here. You can switch between the voices and we can play in them back as well, just to preview them.
Got a project in mind?
What do you want to explore?
Ready to make something amazing?
What sparks your interest?
So if we click Fenrir over here, let's try someone else.
What kind of project are you thinking of?
So we'll go with Sadao as well for the second one. You can also switch to single speaker studio here. So we can pick one of these voices. It's kind of like 11 Labs, but it's free. And then you can also give instructions here. So let's select Campfire Story. All right. And we've said, tell the following story in a playful, scary style, blah, 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 as if you are talking to a group of campers at a campsite. So we'll run that prompt. And that should generate in the background whilst we're going here. If you go back to Stitch, we've now got the UI generated. Pretty nice right there. We can copy that to Figma. We can also edit it. We can give it a thumbs up, thumbs down, etc. Give some feedback to the AI. But basically, you can see how we can build the front end of apps and that sort of thing. You can also grab the code over here. So that's the code to insert into your app. Or you can switch back to the design, give it more prompts, etc. So that's generating the audio over here. We'll wait for that to load.
All right, so gather
Here we go.
around close. This one's a bit spooky. It was last summer, just over that ridge, a group just like us. They heard it first, a sort of a scraping sound, slow, real slow, from deep in.
Yeah, pretty simple and easy to do. If you go over to JUULs, I've not really tested JUULs out, to be honest with you, because I'm not that much of a coder. Let's try it out. So basically you can tackle bugs and everything else. Here's how it works. If you need inspiration, you can just click on that. And then you can, for example, just get some ideas of what you can do for debugging, testing, etc. Inside the AI Success Lab, actually, we do have we have over 100 prompts on how to use all of these updates. So if you go to the Google AI updates over here, you'll see all these different updates, plus the video notes from today. Link in the comments description is completely free, plus it comes with tons of courses and everything else. But yeah, essentially you can see how all this works, like what you can do, how you can build, etc. Project Marina, honestly, I'm not that impressed with it. It seems to be super slow. But here's where it could be absolutely insane. So, Project Marina computer use is coming to Gemini, which I imagine is going to change everything. Because then you're going to see loads of apps being built with computer use. They can control your computer, control your screen, etc. And it can just go off and do whatever you want. So, that's going to be absolutely insane, to be honest with you. And you can imagine how many apps will be built on this. Bearing in mind, like, this is a lot cheaper to build with compared to other APIs. And the way Google are just dominating right now, their tools are only getting better and better. Now, if we go over to Project Marina, let me show you this. Here's some examples. So we could say, okay, go to Amazon and find me the best healthy dog food, something like that, right? So we'll hit enter and we'll see what we get back. Now you can see here how slow it is, right? So I've entered that prompt. It's not going to show up for a minute or so, which is pretty annoying. Now you can see it's working, right? You can see it says Project Marina is working over here. We can take over the screen if we want to, but it's super slow. I think this is, number one, because it's just a new project and it's in beta. And number two, I think it's because it's in a virtual environment and it's just been released. And so everybody's rinsing it and it's not going to be on like a super fast speed if everyone's rinsing it and using it at the same time. That's typically what I find with all these computer use options. But you can see now it's navigating over to Amazon and it's thinking about what it should do. So I should go to Amazon.com, search for healthy dog food. I should then look for highly rated products or bestsellers to determine the best option. So now it's typing in healthy dog food. You can see that on the screen. We can take over at any point if we want to, but honestly, even that I found was like super slow and buggy. And yeah, you can see it's working its magic right now. So honestly, for me, like, I think if you're a creative, if you're running a business, this is 100% worth it. If I had a choice between this and ChatGPT Pro, I'm going to go with Gemini Ultra. Seems like the best option. Also, it seems they're just releasing updates a lot faster and improving all the time. Project Marina, not that impressive. Flow, super powerful. Veo 3 and Gemini, amazing. The APIs that are being built, absolutely wild, right? Stitch looks pretty cool as well. Firebase is another product that just came out a couple of weeks ago as well. That's really cool from Google. So I think if you're running a business, this is 100% worth it for like the $249 a month that Google Ultra is worth. If you're just like, you're just messing around with AI, you're not really trying to build a business, you're not trying to scale, etc., then it's probably not going to be for you. I think this is targeted at businesses who really want to scale and really want to get good results. So if we go back to here, yeah, that's basically what I would say. There's lots of good options here. Bear in mind as well, like DeepThink is coming. This has not even been released yet. It's just available for testers right now. They're trying to get feedback, but that could be a huge step in the right direction. And honestly, out of all the different models that I've seen, Claude have their max option, which I've tested and signed up to show you on YouTube. You can Google that if you want to. The same, for example, Gemini Ultra, ChatGPT Operator. They all have these higher package offers that are like hundreds of dollars per month. Gemini Ultra seems like the best by a long way, just because of the sheer amount of tools that you get, and you can basically do anything. And also, the Notebook LM video upgrade could be absolutely amazing too. And if Project Marina gets better, and then that can automate more, it's gonna be crazy. So thanks so much for watching. If you want to get a free community with all of the resources from today, my best SOPs for using the latest options from Google I/O, plus 100 prompts on how to use all the updates, feel free to get that link in the comment description. Comes with a ton of other agents, workflows, tutorials, courses, etc. inside the AI Success Lab. Completely free, link in the comments description if you want to get that. And if you want to get support, help, coaching, etc., then feel free to get the AI Profit Boardroom. The AI Profit Boardroom is basically focused on just personalizing everything that we teach on this channel, right? So the goal for everyone who joins is to learn how to make more money, save time, link in the comments description. And basically it comes with weekly coaching calls. You can join the community and post in here and actually get support. And also tons of automations and workflows and agents that you won't find anywhere else, right? All this stuff is specifically crafted just for the AI Profit Boardroom. And also you get DM support, right? So you can DM me or you can DM Vic if you need some help. And the link to this is inside the comments description. Plus, once we start doing 3 coaching calls per week, we're also going to charge more for that. So you want to try and get access to this now, lock in your lifetime deal before the prices go up, which will probably be next month, right? So make sure you check that out. Link in the comments description.